Hello everyone and welcome to my next devlog. I've been busy all the time since my last devlog that I posted. As you can see here, I've implemented a reset game button which will erase all of your progress. We pretty much have only one slot for making the saves, and you can also skip the tutorial. There is also at the bottom you can see the version of the game which was released in early access, so that you know that there will be more updates. As for the settings, you can clearly see that you can switch the UI between a keyboard and the gamepad depending on which device you are currently using. So this will come in handy if you just want to sit back far away from the screen of the monitor or your TV and you just want to fully utilize the power of the gamepad. So this is pretty much the menu. I've needed to implement a lot of things, and you can see this in game too. When you have the tutorial, depending of which device you're using, the icons will change. There is still a lot of things to implement for the VR side, so VR will have to be updated with the next update. And obviously I also have to tweak the look sensitivity for the player and dragon controls, depending if you're using a keyboard or gamepad again. As for the tutorial section, you can see that I've uncovered most of the map so that nobody gets confused or lost where to go, and you have some reference points. You can even free some dragons at the start and read their abilities, but the main purpose of this is to free this dragon first. So after this dialogue sequence, if you press on the cage, the dragon will be saved and it will be selectable. But as for the previous dragons, they won't be selectable until you will come near enough and actually select them after you are very near. So this is just to prevent the confusion, because you need to use a specific dragon and its ability to free other dragons. So this dragon, you can see there is still some descriptions missing at the bottom, but this should be straightforward of which button you can press, but this actually depends on how you will play. So if I'll get any feedback, which is always welcome, I will also do some corrections. So back to the menu, if we press now play, we can skip the tutorial, the intro will start. And this, what you can see here, is the delay, the reason for the delay. I decided to not skip this character, which is a pawn character. His name actually is Larks, and he is the pawn, meaning that he's a goblin who will help you out in a physical world. So he's not a ghost, he will manipulate all of the physical elements. So I've used some assets. Right now you can see that there will be a flame that you will have to burn to go as a checkpoint back to this place. Right now this is a placeholder coming from the dragon, the flags, and obviously if you fall down you will lose some health. This is the same for the dragons. You have the backpack. Currently you don't have anything to be equipped, but there is a weapon on this level, this introductory level, and right now you have the grenade, the mini grenade launcher, which is own name, Blast Spitter. And yeah, this item will require you to collect ammo in some certain situations. So you can see I'm using some familiar assets, but these will be a little bit tweaked and reworked to fit the game a little bit better. We have enemies, and obviously you can pick up objects like that. If you tap, the objects will simply fall down, but if you hold throw, this is the same button, this will be thrown very far. But if you hold it too long, it will simply fall down. As for the assets, you can still see that I have some standard blocks that I made and I need to swap them out, and also the checkpoints for the dragons will also need to be fine-tuned. The main idea on the game is to explore it from different views, and we have some Z fighting, which is very cute, but this will be also handled. This is how currently the whole level design works. This is an epilogue level. It still needs some corrections, but the main idea is to free the first dragon again, and this is the only dragon on this level. And then you can collect all of the items that are required to open the portal. So the core loop is always open the portal, collecting crystals, but there are some mini puzzles, as you can see. There are some enemies, and yeah, that would be it for this update. If you want to check it out, leave some feedback, please. You can go to the Steam page and download the demo right now. I hope you have a nice weekend and hope to hear more from you. Thank you so much.